Hello, I Nishchal Kumar yet again welcome you to Brainers. Today I'll be deliberating about a very sensitive and a very touchy issue. Yet again, yesterday I saw in the newspaper that Ashok Khemka, the IAS officer of Haryana, was yet again transferred. Believe me, sir, I'm completely and outrightly disconcerted, despondent, and dejected. What is the precedence which is being set? What is the example? What is the messaging which is being given to the larger masses, including the bureaucracy? Who is this Ashok Khemka? Is Ashok Khemka a misfit to the society? And if Ashok Khemka is misfit to the society, I want to understand how could a man of his credentials be a misfit to the society? Who is Ashok Khemka? Ashok Khemka is the person who has done BTech from IIT Kharagpur. He has done PhD from Tata Institute of Fundamental Research in Computer Science. He has done MBA. He has done MA in Economics. And he has successfully cracked IAS competition. And he turns out to be a misfit. The best mind, the brilliant mind, the genius mind is being pigeonholed and fabricated and dovetailed as a misfit. I choose not to believe this. I would rather say otherwise, which is Ashok Khemka is not the misfit to the society. The society is misfit to the Ashok Khemka. And what kind of society are we creating, sir? What kind of value systems are we creating and espousing and promoting? What kind of world are we creating? This is Ashok Khemka, a man with unimpeachable integrity, probity, propriety, rectitude, honesty, and the man who can fight for the truth come what may. No matter what the ramifications are, this man is standing tall, rock solid against corruption, against everything which is wrong. Why did he choose? You see, with the kind of degrees he has got, BTech from IIT Kharagpur, MBA, PhD from Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, MA in Economics. With this kind of degree he's got, there would be at least 1,000 companies in global domain who will be willing to offer him a salary of 100 crore CTC per annum. 100, and I am being conservative. Perhaps he can even get 500, 1,000 crore per month. But he has chosen to work in an IAS on a salary of perhaps 1.5 lakhs. He can manage to earn, incorporate with integrity, without being dishonest, 1,000 crore, but this man is working for the government. And what is the outcome? What is the result? He is fighting for a cause. This man is clearly fighting for a cause. This man is clearly fighting for justice. This man is clearly fighting for truth. And this man is against evil. This man is against corruption. This man is against graft. That's clear. But perhaps honesty, integrity, probity, propriety has already outlived its utility. Integrity and honesty denotes jobs in contemporary society is redundant and superfluous. So much so that if you are a man with integrity and honesty, the society is not going to accept you. Yes, I tell this because I face it and I see it. I never find myself hesitant. I never scruple and ball to speak the truth, and I'll never scruple from speaking the truth, come what may. Even if somebody was to frame me, put me behind the bars, I don't give a damn, I don't give a deadly squat. The Constitution has given me right to speak for truth, and I'm speaking the truth. Integrity. What is the value of integrity in the society? Zero. Zilch. Honesty. Zero. Zilch. Nothing. And if that is the case, sir, let us not read Quran. Let us not read Mahabharata. Let us not read Gita. Let us not read Bible. Let us not read Ramayana. Let us not follow religion. Let us not believe in God. Let us make a society which is riddled with shenanigans, subterfuge, chicanery, perfidy, dishonesty and deceit. Or perhaps let us make a smart society. What is the definition of smart? The only definition of smart is being able to speak lies with fluence, eloquence, panache, confidence. If you are not able to speak lie with influence, confidence, panache and aplomb, you are not a smart. And if you are not a smart person, you are a misfit to the society. That is the domain into which the society is evolved, already evolved. How would an honest man survive, sir? The honest man cannot survive. There is this man with integrity, Ashok Khemkar. He has been transferred 53 times in 27 years, which means that every 6 months he is being transferred. And when the first time I heard about this story, perhaps in 2014, before 2014, it was in UPA government. And then the government changed, and I had a hope that the coming government will empower Mr. Ashok Khemkar because he is fighting for justice. But unfortunately, same is the case with today's government. I don't want to cast aspersions on political parties. They are doing what they are doing, and I don't want to make observation on political parties. Because the value system that political parties has, every political party is known to all and sundry. I don't have to emphasize upon the value system of political parties, denotes just contemporary political society. It is known to everybody. Nobody is dumb here. I don't know. I'm seriously exasperated and disgusted seeing what is transpiring in the society. If honesty and integrity is a liability, sir, then let us teach our children in school that you can only succeed in life by telling lies, by resorting to subterfuge and chicanery. Let us change our education system. Let us not teach ethos, ethics and moral science in our school system. Let's change. Yeah. The interesting part is that if you cannot adapt, you'll be a failure. But here is a case wherein Ashok Khemkar is not wanting to adapt. See, when is adaptation good? Adaptation is good when it is progressive. If you have to adapt to degenerate, I don't think that kind of adaptation was propounded and expounded by Charles Darwin. Darwin didn't say that adapt to become less than what you are. Darwin said adapt to become best than what you are. Adapt to become progressive, not to become retrogressive. Change is constant, but what kind of changes is the society wanting to allude to? And moreover, sir, I know that perhaps what I am going to say forward will be, perhaps I'll land into a soup. But I'll tell you this, sir. Why on earth is judiciary not taking suo motu cognizance of this case? Why is judiciary not taking cognizance of Ashok Khemka's case? Why isn't judiciary asking the government why on earth every 6 months he is being transferred? Ideally, the man of his caliber, competency should have been given 5 years to stick with the district that he is working in. And I was literally amazed to see, I just read in the newspaper that he was working as a principal secretary in an archaeology and museum department. Holy Lord! Hallelujah! This man, Ashok Khemka, MA, MBA, Masters, PhD, IIT, Kharagpur, Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, IAS, is being shunted into archaeology and museum department. Is this the reward he is getting for his honesty, his credentials and his meritocracy? And this is going to send, this is already sent a very bad, a very sinister message to the society. And the message is loud and clear. The message is to the larger society that if you'll stand for truth, if you'll stand for honesty, you will have no chance to grow in life. The society is going to kill you. The society will destroy you. And let me emphasize, crime is based upon two things. One is commission and the other is omission. Here I said this because the crime is being committed by the judiciary. I say this because judiciary is complicit by omission, by not taking actions against the authority, against the political leaders who are killing and destroying this man for the last 27 years. I have no choice but to say that, sir, Mr. Judiciary, sir, if you don't take matter into accounts, if you don't deliver justice on time, I don't have very bright hopes about India, including media. Media wants to cover Maharashtra election. Media wants to cover all political election. Why is media not covering Ashok Khemka issue? Sir, system can be improved upon. What is required is consensus, willpower and an intention. I know that the pillars of democracy is executive, judiciary and the legislature. And perhaps some would say media is also the fourth pillar of democracy. But I firmly and strongly believe that the only DNA, only driving force of a country, a democracy, is its people and is its citizen. We just cannot play ostrich in the sand. If we let this game of sinister design being played so flagrantly and brazenly, the society is going to go down the drain. We as citizens of India has to assume accountability and responsibility. It is our social duty mandated upon us. We just cannot shy away from. This man is being victimized and brutalized for no rhyme and reason. This is the man who stood against Robert Vadra. He unearthed the graft case. This man is standing against big millionaires and billionaires and movers and shakers and the muscle man. And why is he standing against them? Because they have been found involved in malpractice. They have been found involved in graft. They have been found involved in corruption. They have been found involved in crime. What has happened? It's truly, truly disgusting, reprehensible and deplorable. What is the government doing? What is the judiciary doing? And if judiciary and government cannot do anything, sir, let us extend a mass support to Ashok Khemka. Because I know, sir, people choose not to become IAS not for money. People choose to become IAS. These IAS, they are the best that we have. Cracking UPSC exam is so very difficult. I know people who have been studying 16 hours a day for the last 10 years and they have not been able to crack IAS examinations. This is the kind of potential that an IAS has. And if this potential is wasted, it is a complete injustice. And sir, as a citizen of this country, we are duty bound to make the relevant people authority hear us. Let us as a collective, one society as one unit, cutting across religious lines and caste lines, stand with him, express our solidarity with him. I am doing this video because my company Brainers wants to express their solidarity with the truth, with his honesty. Sundar Pichai. Sundar Pichai is Google CEO. Have you ever tried to reason why he is the Google CEO? Is it because of his academic excellence? Is there nobody other than Sundar Pichai who is having academic excellence better than Sundar Pichai? There are thousands. Sundar Pichai was recognized and given the position of Google because of only one reason. And that reason was his sense of strong integrity. World over, people are appreciating individuals like Sundar Pichai because of their strong sense of integrity, and he is running global behemoth. And India, what we are doing? What kind of example and precedence that we are setting? Tomorrow it will so transpire that the offspring, that the coming generations comes to a realization that unless they are able to speak lies, unless they are able to deceive, unless they are able to resort to subterfuge and chicanery, they will not achieve success. What is the type of psychology they will develop? It's a major affront to the psychology of coming generation. This kind of psychology cannot be encouraged. If this kind of society will be encouraged, I can only say Armageddon is in making. And if we believe in what does Ramayana, Mahabharata, Quran, Bible teaches, the basic genesis of all these religious scriptures, or for that matter any god, is to be upright individuals with unimpeachable integrity. That is the message. I can be wrong. Can religion be wrong? Can God be wrong? Can judiciary be wrong? Can constitution be wrong? I can be wrong. Amazing. I just cannot believe this. I want to chastise, I want to admonish, I want to reprimand the political leaders who are engineering their transfers. And I request the electorate who are voting such political leaders to the power not to allow and destroy the moral fabric of India that I am and you are very proud of. It's high time. If desperate times call for desperate means, if something is not done urgently, we would have already lost the plot. And in fact, to a larger extent, I believe that we are losing the plot. The kind of narrative and discourse that I am looking forward makes me blue fund, makes me petrified and catatonic. The kind of example, the kind of value system which is being encouraged to achieve success is so very incorrect, wrong and diabolical, demonic, satanic. This has to be stopped right away. It has to be done today, right away, not tomorrow. And if it is not done, sir, I assure you that India will go down the drain and we will have no brand equity. With that said, I owe this perspective of mine in solidarity. The brainer owes this perspective in solidarity with Ashok Khemka. We stand with Ashok Khemka, hook, line and sinker. Be at brainer, stand with Ashok Khemka, lock, stock and barrel. Thank you.